Alright, hello everyone. So it's me, Stros here. So in today's video, I think I'm going to talk about my character progression so far. So I've been playing Monk since the first release of the server. The server used to be angeling, but now we are merging with mastering and angeling as well. So what I've got so far is currently I reached level 85 with job level 60, and this is my overall progressions. Just able to reach +6 on the weapon and accessories, and somehow got lucky on the talisman. So if you want to copy my build, just feel free to talk to me later on, or maybe chat through the in-game chat or whether through the comment section. So maybe starting from the first and foremost, I think I'll just discuss about the skill. Right, the hardest thing to play Monk is how to reach until your second class, which is a Monk. So if you just reach the Acolyte, you need to rush things up, like leveling for job level. I used to farm at the poison spore thing. It's located at the capital source here, the poison spore. And after that, around level 30s or 30s, yeah, probably it's around level 30s, I changed my farming spot to Martin, since Martin will provide you with quite a bunch of XP, jobs XP, so that by doing that way you can increase your job level, and then moving on to the next class, which is Monk. So when you reach Monk, you need to prioritize taking this the first line on the left side of the skill if you want to play the Heavy Knuckle one, right? So there is nothing such a big gimmick from the difference between Heavy Knuckles and the Light Knuckles, I guess, but as far as I know, for now, Heavy Knuckle has quite big advantage, especially if you fight the large monster and if you love to hunt MVPs. Okay, so what are the skills that you need to take when you reach Monk? So the first is try to max the blessing. Previously I only take 5 of increased agility, 1 at carry elisions, because I just want to survive, to make sure my character survive throughout the battle. And then I max this first, the torrential rain, and then triple attack. Iron Fist I take it 5, but you need to prioritize taking the Cold Spirit and Zen, right? And then you can just put 5 points at the critical explosions. And I think you don't have to take the quadruple blow and the combo finish. It's unnecessary if you just want to play the auto attack build. So the things that when you reach the Monk, you cannot play Asura yet. There is nothing special when you reach Monk. So I'll probably just show you how Monk survive throughout the levelings. But you still can deal high DPS when you hunt some monsters. Just try the auto attack build like this. It's quite satisfying, you know, seeing the red damage, right? And after that, after you get the skill point, try to get the critical chance card. So the higher your critical chance, it makes your damage will change into red appearances, just like my damage previously. So I used to play using where's the card? I think I forgot where do I place the card, but there should be the card at the exchange centers. Alright, I'm for this Magnolia, or I think Magnolia is good. Oh, this one, enemy's card. Yeah, I used to use this like 2 or 3 cards previously, just to increase my final crits. So as far as I know, by pumping your stats, in the final crit, it will increase your DPS as well. And I also use the quite expensive one for the accessories. I skipped the the previous card, this one. I skipped this and I just bought the next tier for the accessories, which is the hammer wielding kobold card. Why? Because it boosts just a small attack in our strength stat, but it can increase 10. And if you equip it with 3 card set, you will get 30% final crit chance. It's good. So, and after that, you just get any cards in your armors. Probably you will farm like in Sasquatch or some other cards like that. And at shoes, I use Meteor to provide my sustainability, so my character will not die quite often before. It happens before, because now it's quite a mess. And at cloak, I use this one, the powerful one, because it gives agility and final crit. Why? Because as the auto attack build and Asura build, I pumped up all of my stat to agility. So the higher the agility, the better you can deal your damage, like that. Okay, so what should I aim when I reach Monk already? So the first thing, you need to take a look at the awakening bubbles here. Just tap here and then you'll see the upgrade awakening. So aim this slowly. You can reach like 30 plus 30 to all of the sets, and then moving on to 40 slowly, and then 50 like that. And if you have some spare materials, you can try to tap the Divine Awakening, maybe like plus 4 to your overall equipment. It will increase a lot. And this is the things that are quite tricky. So previously, I also built my enhance. So enhance in here, there's a stat that you can provide in here. So refinement will be stated in here, right? But enhance will state in here. So when I started at level 1 up to level 6, if I'm not mistaken, I still use Frontera enhancements to all of my equipments. Why? Because it's cheaper to reach level 6, and you can also get the Muspellium level 1 and Muspellium level 2 quite fast as well. But after you reach level 6, try to aim for the Morok one, since Morok provide better stat. But as for the accessories, it's quite different. If all of your equipment previously start with Frontera, you should aim for the agility, all of it. But if it is for the Morok, the accessory is quite different. I think I still got one. Things like this: the crit damage, final crit, and crit damage. I don't quite recommend you to use the crit damage, but I recommend you to stick with the final crit for Morok until you get a comfort zone for your crit chance like this. And if you reach level 10 already, or maybe level 9, you can start changing your enhancement later on into Payon, because Payon provide you with size and the raise damage. So why should we use the raise and size damage? Is because the calculations of the damage here is not purely from agility, from your raw stats. So you can increase it further by using your extra additional stats like raise damage, things like that. So for example, in my risk counter here, currently I use the brute set, which provide me to bonus damage to brute monsters by 117%. It's quite affordable for F2P player to achieve this one. And then you can also do the size damage. In here, I still use the small one. This one is the small set, like this. And on the other sides of the enhancement, you can also get the cards by farming throughout the audit blessings. You can get this, the Desert Wolf card. It provides you with 10% damage. I used to use it three of these cards, but currently I use 2 of the size. Do I get this one? Yeah, I use 2 of the size damage and 1 for the race, like that. But you can change it up to your conditions, like that. So it's the very expensive one for the F2P, I guess. Okay. And what should you take for the shadow equipment later on? So shadow equipment is the things that really push you a lot later on. I think you will unlock this kinds of feature when you reach the second job already, when you reach monk. So the thing that you need to pump up first is the agility, of course. The agility will provide you a lot. And at the pioneer, you will get this one. You need to increase your final crit. Final P damage bonus might be quite interesting points, but you know, it costs a lot rather than the other one. So if it is costs like 20, but this one costs us 20, so you can just choose either way. Maybe you get final P damage bonus through your other sources, like that. And at level 1 shadow equipment, you can unlock this one, I guess. So you just use the triple attack, which can increase your final attack speed. Just use any kinds of skills in here. But later on, you can use this triple attack too, because it increases your crit damage percentage by 10% and the final hit as well. So your hit will never miss, and it's also boosts a lot for your crit damage. And it take a look here, it starts up to 9 times. It's really good. And then you farm a lot by hitting the job level monsters. I used to farm at, if I'm not mistaken, I farm at the Archer Skeleton previously, the Archer Skeleton and the Vitata one. It's here. And the thing that really pushed a lot, it was the oh, the first thing is Fan, this fish, and the second one is the mark. It's really pushed a lot our jobs level. And after you done quite a lot of long effort, finally you reach the champion. And at champion, there is one special skill that can make you deal a lot of damage, which is Asura Strike. So Asura Strike is basically a skill that accumulates your agility and STR, and it's also increased the damage by 1%, and it accumulates up to 1,200%. And don't forget, it ignores 50% of the enemy final damage reductions. This one happens to the amphibies. It's very good. Okay, so what does Asura Strike look like? So basically, you will just do your self buff like this, and then you press the Asura Strike like this. Boom, and the damage showed up like that. Oops, I think okay, let's try to do it again. Okay. Yeah, shortly looks like that. So what is that? The advantage and the bad sides of using monk. So the advantage is you can deal quite big damage in a short time. It is very short time. You can deal a lot of damage. But the disadvantage one, or the negative thing, is it consumes a lot of mana. Your SP point will always get consumed no matter what happens. So if you take a look at my potion setting in here, I always put it at 70%. Because why? Because every time you Asura Strike, it will always deplete all of your SP. So you need SP pot, you need these seeds and the barrier as well. So if my rotations, usually I do my first Asura like this, and after it's on cooldown, I will just wait until it consumes my potions. Wait, and then I will consume my seeds, the Yggdrasil seeds, and then I will wait again, until I can press the berry. And when I can press the berry, it's full again. I can do the third Asura strike like that. Yes, it's quite amazing, and sometimes it's fun to use for me because it's the first time I use Monk. Okay, but the bad side is just you need to get the final crit chance. It's really terrible to get. So if you get the final crit chance, if you not reach the requires final crits, the Asura strike will not in a critical mode, so it's just the flat damage, and it's not really good to do that. Okay, and then oh yeah, the pet. So there's a pet system that you can do. So they provide us with the pet system in here. Previously, I don't mind about the mastering this one. I just get lucky with that. But previously, you can aim for 3 stats like this: agility, STR, vid, agility, STR, vid, agility, STR, vid, things like that. And then, what's the most affordable pet for FTP player? I use the... Oh wait, where is my previous pet? Ah, this one. I use the Yo-Yo as my previous pet. Take a look. I already maxed out the characteristics. So there's a characteristic and the pet skills. And you can aim for the Singer, because Singer will provide you with 22% final damage bonus, even if it is just a white rarity. And you can aim for Assault Leader, and some people may be not really fan with Assault Leader. They just aim for the race like demi-humans or brutes, depending on which monsters you aim to kill, like that. And then the large size, especially if you love to hunt MVP, because Monk is basically an MVP skiller. So yes, it's about the pet. It's really affordable. You can get Yo-Yo. My Yo-Yo is just white. Take a look here, and I can deal a lot of damage before, like that. And then what MVPs that usually Monk can kill? Okay, so since our class, this Monk, have a penalty to medium and small monsters in here, like we can only deal like 75%. So you basically deal 100% to large monsters. So kill every large monster that you can see, that you can kill as well. And what happens if you can kill it alone? So that's why you always bring priest with you. And there is what is that? There is a quite one trick. If you have a priest with you, wait, I think I need to reparty for a moment, because we cannot see the damage if we're still in the party. And my friend just AFK there. Okay, so let's check it here. So we can check our DPS if it is solo and with priest. And let's check it at the most famous MVPs. It's the orc hero, right? So basically you will use the large size. So oh yeah, I provide large, medium and small slowdown like this, so it makes me easier to change slowdown every time I want. You can just use the quick transfer here. It's a very advanced features. It really helps me a lot like this. So you can take a look at me at my loadout here. I can just change it to demi-human and then change it into the large monster here. Okay, and my card setup is still the same. I use demi-human race damage for Devious card, and then 2 Minerals. And then the other cards is just like hammer wielding. I put 6 of it, I guess. Yeah, I put 6 of it. Okay, let's check it out. So if it is solo, yep, I'll just do like this. Okay, you will wait until your buff like stacking up to 13 or whatever. You can just Asura like this. So there's an there's a Asura's limit here. It should be like for 455 million. Then you wait for your mana to build up, and then there's an Asura one there. Okay, so there is about the solo monk. But what happens if you have a priest in your sides? So priest can provide a lot of buff. If you have priest, you can see our buff is increasing spice a lot. Like we have the suffragium, we have a lot. It's like our powerhouse. So you can start damaging here, and you can ask your friend's priest to buff you. So basically there is a priest skills called Lex Eterna. You can ask them to use it on you, and then after that there's Lex damage here. You can take a look. See? The damage is insane with Lex Eterna. It's almost reached 1 billion. Usually it will reach 1 billion if you have the perfect time to wait out for all of your buff. Like that. So that's why I always bring my praise during my MVP's contents like that. And since recently there is a ROX Wonderland events in here, you can also boost up your character progressions. It's really fast enough. I mean, you can take the upgrading materials here. It's really beneficial to you to boost up your damage in here, your stats. Or if you're a fan of your enhance, then you can just boost out with the Izzet or with the Morok enhancement here. Or some people may be not really fan with enhancements first, they just want to tap with the Refine. You can just do this one, but I'm not really recommend you to hit Refine faster than usual. It just reach overall force Refine is fine, and slowly get it to the higher ones like that. Because yes, Refine is quite addicting, but once it gets down, usually your mood or your mental gets down, so be careful with that. I think that settles things out. And if maybe I need to take a look at. I want to show the overall stats that I have. Previously I got a team that can help me to reach the Bafo Illusions Trials. You can try to look for it, and you will get these kinds of performance accessories. It's really provide you a lot with 2 slots cards and also additional stats like this. It really helps me a lot thanks to the team that helps me before. And yeah, I got lucky with the previous events. It was the Neon. It's really good. It give me this card which provide me with a lot of sustainability and survivability as well, with the max HP 10% and the medium damage to monsters. And yeah, I got lucky with 3 mastering cards. Fortunately, I got it all from the loot, not even bought it from the market ones. And currently, since there is a class aim patch, you can aim for this one if you already have the the second slot headgears. So it's really good. It's provide you with 18 agility and the extra dodge 10. If you equip it 3 times, then you can get around 30% final dodge and around 30s or 40s agility. It's very good. It's perfect. What about my loadout for the auto loadout? I just put it on auto. Like I just ignore the skills. I don't really quite use it. Previously I just tested, but it doesn't really works out. And the first thing that you put it on auto is the combo skill for me is this one. It's the Blessing and Kairi, because it helps us to sustain during the fight. And then use the critical explosions to boost out your damage. And that's all. You mono tap your Asura. What happens if you all put it on auto for the Asura? You can do that as well. Some people also do that, and it's fine. But if it is me, I will put it on manual because I always press my Asura whenever my mana's on my full mana, because it provides me with additional damage if I cast it on my most mana. Here, for every 1% SP left, additionally increases the damage by 5%, right? So if you got it at 100%, then it can increase your damage by a lot. And don't forget to take and try to reach this one. I guess it was at the Shadow Equipment 3 or 4. I quite forget, but you can aim for this one. Always reach this one first. I think I will just stay at level 2 because I don't know, perhaps I will change it to another or just stay with this one like that. And what about the sets for the F2P? For the F2P, you can use the agility, the blue one, and the blue heavy knuckle and the blue agility accessories as well. Even though the talisman as well. You can just use the blue. Just there's if you're asking, is there a huge difference between the yellow and the blue? Yes, it does, but you still can catch up because there is a lot of players that use the blue, and back then they still can survive and they still can deal damage back to back with me as well. So it's quite good like that. I think that's all. There is nothing more left to explain, and don't forget to always participate in the spooky event in here. Maybe you will get lucky. So just tap in here, and later at the 7 p.m. in-game time, you can participate in the event. You can just walk here, and there will be an NPC called Spooky Dream. There's like a little kid standing near the fountain here, Dreamkeeper here. You can interact with her, and she will send you to the what is that? The dream realm of Bronteras, and they will spawn quite a lot of MVPs and minis, and you can try to get your golden loot or even these mounts. Since these mounts provide you with 6 speed, it's quite fast. Okay, I think that's all, guys. Thank you so much for watching my short explanations. I guess that's all. Thank you for watching, and see you later.